They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You know the number. We'll steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up by thin ties. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
All right. Whew, here we are. So, Kim, here's your answer. We're here. We're starting. What's going on, everybody? It seems like we haven't been here forever, doesn't it?
It seems like
Between the
what?
holiday and the sick and all of that stuff, it seems like we haven't been around in a minute.
I know. I was
Feels
sick.
like it. Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
fighting this shit. I think they're you know them airplanes that leave that strip in the
Oh
sky?
yeah. Yep.
They've been doing that shit nonstop every clear day here.
Yeah. Chemtrails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's real. That is real. Um, they put all that toxins in the air for us to breathe, and or supposed to help us, but most of the time it's not. Or it's putting weather stuff in the air to make rain happen. And oh, look at this! Imagine that! I got a phone call right now, right as the show starts. My wonderful people that pay attention to my life. So here we go. Anyway, So yeah, what did you find any? You know what, Tiff? Before we start, we gotta pay some attention here, some business here to the people in North Carolina, um, because they're not getting the news coverage that they need to be getting. Um, so we need to definitely do that. So I know that earlier you had said that you found that Toys for Tots. You said right? Are they're actually doing things for them right now? They're
Yes.
doing and they could be depended on as far as a
Yes.
real resource. Um,
They are depending on donations. I sent you an email.
okay,
Um, if you can't, if you're not in North Carolina and you can't go drop a toy off, they are taking money because they want to help all the children that have lost everything. They said the children that normally don't need help are now in a situation where they need help because they've lost everything.
right.
So yeah, if everybody could donate, even if it's $5, it doesn't matter. Um, to Toys for Tots in North Carolina. So those kids can have a Christmas.
Yeah, I mean those people are stuck up there. It's crazy what's and the thing is the news is going right along with it. Just everything's fine and hunky dory. No one's talking about it. No one's nothing. And you know you go to TikTok and you see exactly the opposite. That's one of the reasons why they're trying to get rid of TikTok. They can't hide everything anymore that they were. I mean, we have the one that girl on our show that goes there, Danielle. She's up there working every 3 minutes that she gets trying to help them, and she says it's god awful. She says, but the people are so humble. They're so humble and they're so happy that they're like, oh, come on in, let's feed you. Like to the people that are working there, they're like, whoa, we're trying to help you out, buddy.
Right.
Like the people are just so like so grateful and all that. It's good. So it's a lot of good things coming together, but not enough of it. Um, I mean, they're into this for 2 months now, and there's still bodies laying out on the road. Like that stuff needs to be handled, right? Like that's just not right. There's no way. That's what I used to do for a living. And there's no way that people can move on when there's a constant reminder. And and also, that's someone's relative, that's someone's family that's still up there. That like it's not just a body. Like you look at it on the news, or whatever. Like, oh, look at that body. Well, those are small communities. Someone knows who that is. Like they know whose family member that is. Like these people can't move on until they get this stuff cleaned up and cleaned up properly, and that type of thing. So. Um, yeah, if anybody can donate, whatever, look, we'll say that Toys for Tots is a solid right now because Tiff researched that one. Because another thing too is pay attention to who you donate to, because there's a hell of a lot of people when there's disasters and stuff that reach their hands out and come on here, I'm here to help, and then gone they go. You never see them again. So be very leery and very careful of who you give your money to in these situations. Do your research. Even if we say these people are all set, I don't want to be responsible for them ripping someone off. So that's on you. Do your own research. Make sure that we're cool, and I'm sure Tiff can feel the same way.
Yeah, and
So,
make sure that it's toysfortot.org, not .com, not .net. It's .org.
okay, that's a big difference. See, that
Yeah.
could have been the difference between someone put money in their pockets and a toy for a kid. I don't know if that's true or not, but it could have been. You never know. So.
And Debbie, you should just look up one of the places in North Carolina and ask them where to send those toys if you want to send them. I'm sure they'll take them. I do know that the biggest age groups they're looking for is toddlers, infants and toddlers, and quote unquote preteens. Like all the ones in the middle, I'm pretty sure they're covered, but it's infant to toddler and then the preteens.
What is that? An iPhone cover all that?
Huh?
So what's that? An iPhone or something? That's what covers it. I don't know anymore. I don't have kids, so.
No, I'm thinking it's more like bikes,
Yeah,
stuff like that. Because
yeah,
I'm sure they're completely gone. Everything they have is gone.
yeah. It's terrible. I mean, you've seen the pictures, right? You've seen what's going on there. It's freaking insane. I mean, I see some pretty bad stuff through my days, and that definitely ranks up there with some of them. I mean, Jesus Almighty, to have a mudslide come out of nowhere like that, take you out. You know, I was in this. So I'll tell a quick story of this. We were in Calistoga, California, in 2015, and I don't remember the name of the town that we were working on. It was right on the other side of the mountain. We were staying in Calistoga, but we were right on the other side of the mountain. And it was a Sunday. We had been there for like 3 days, and we hadn't really seen what had happened yet. But this town that we were in, they were staying at the bar that day. We had gone to go check out the Patriots. It was like 8 in the morning. You know, I had to get used to that stuff over at California time. You know, they're watching football at butt crack in the morning, drinking beers. You know, so we go to this bar, and we're talking to these people, and they're telling us that had there not been a high school football game, so this fire went from 80 to 80,000 acres in 8 hours, and it ripped right through the town, burnt everything. They burnt everything in its path. And they said that thankfully there was a high school football game, because literally the whole town was away on a football game, at the football game. So many less people died there. I mean, there was a ton of deaths there already, but there were so many less deaths because the people were gone. But I was talking to this one lady, and she was like, what do you do? They were the same way. They had like 5 minutes. The fire department came up and said, look, you got 5 minutes. You're on your own, because this fire is coming ripping through. Like, what do you do when you have 5 minutes? You have 5 minutes to collect all the belongings that you have. You're never going to see them again. What do you grab? Like, what do you get? You know what I mean? Like, what do you... So, like, this one woman's like, you're not even thinking. She's like, I grabbed a coffee maker, like nothing of any sort of value, like family heirlooms or anything. She's grabbing just stuff, and then so she had said, she goes, the one thing that I wish I had grabbed was her grandparents' wedding ring, and I guess they were in the drawer or whatever. So I looked over at my boss Trish, and she says, "Go ahead." I said, "Look," I said, "I can give you 20 guys." I said, "Do you know where those rings are?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "I can give you 20 guys for 2 hours. We can go up to that mountain. We can go up there. We can go to your house." We went up to her house. Her house is gone. There's nothing there but a washer and dryer. That's it. But sure than shit, we went there. She went right to where the dresser should have been in that house. There, those wedding rings were right there. Picked them up, and we got the wedding rings for her, and we went back down the mountain. That was it. That's my good, nice story that I did. But it's crazy. What do you do when you know that you're getting ready? You're gonna lose everything. What do you do? It's tough. People don't. It's a hard thing, And then afterwards, to know that your stuff is gone. It's just gone. There's nothing you can do about it. So these are the times that people really need help. Because they're going to be in such shock, in such time now. They probably all still are. And then to have CPS coming through there, taking their kids from them, it's disgusting. The last thing that these people need to be thinking of is the fact that they got to defend their homestead, or what's left of it, to these assholes that work for the government that are coming to take their kids, for safety. And this is bullshit. It's absolute. Those people should be hung. That should be treason right there, for real. You want to mess with these people's families like that? It's disgusting. And I hope Trump's taking good notes on this stuff. Make sure that he gets in that office, he'll whoop their asses right out of it. I really do. I really do hope that's what takes place. That's just
7 weeks. 7 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I hope there's no disappointment with him. I really do. I don't believe that there will be, but I truly hope that there is, because he's got enough that he can sketch down. That he knows that America. I mean, he's had it done to him. So, yeah. So yeah, send your stuff to Toys for Tots. Check out stuff. Whatever you guys can do to help them. Do your own research. Find some other places. Email us and tell us where you guys have found, and we can check it out. Because these people need as much help as they can get. Make some TikTok videos if you can. Telling people what's going on. If you guys are on TikTok or whatever, share our show. Make sure you share our show with people. Whatever, share the show tonight too. Just try to get as much news media out there to people, because there are people that don't know what's going on in North Carolina. I know up here, I bet you, if I step foot out my door with that store right now, down the street, Cumberland Farm, I bet you 9 out of 10 people that walk through that door would have no idea what's going on in North Carolina, because they don't say anything about it. Nothing on the news whatsoever. They're not saying a damn thing, and that's such a giant disaster that you would think that it would be getting covered, unless this is on purpose and they're doing this to do exactly what they are doing. Snatching up kids, stealing property from these people. That's it. That's what our government's doing, people. Joe Biden getting his one last grab before he can get out of there, and he forgot anyway already. But but it's not. Goddamn.
From what I
Yeah,
understand, he was in Nantucket all weekend.
yeah. What's he doing over there?
I guess he's got a house there. He just came back to the White House tonight.
Yeah, he forgot he was there. You know.
Probably.
I wonder if he's already moved out. Because Trump stood around as long as he could, let him get in there. You know what I mean? So he's probably already moved out. Wait, I'm not going to go through this house.
My sister said during the election, Biden, because he lives his house is in Delaware too, and she said for 10 miles, all you saw was Senator Buxton going down the highway on big billboard.
That's funny. That's funny as hell. Hey, you got some stuff coming up, right? You got your Senate things coming up here soon, right?
I'm just waiting on the email for them to set up a meeting so we can talk about the laws here.
Cool.
And I'm working on getting Senator Buxton on here from Delaware. He is my brother-in-law. He was just reelected. So I got a couple of things in the works. Just because I'm not on here doesn't mean I'm not doing stuff.
Right. Yeah, people, make no mistake. This job doesn't stop. Ever. And that's why these bags are under our eyes.
Yeah. And we're always broke.
Right. Pouring up 24 hours a day.
So I did.
You know what? If you're on Facebook, this is it. Someone lost their kids to CPS if you see a green dot next to their messenger 24 hours a day. That's how you know someone's in the CPS fight for real.
Yeah.
Just up 24 hours a day, man, trying to find a way. Fighting. We're gonna find a way. We'll get to this. We'll practice that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're right there.
That's one reason I want him to come on, is since he is a senator, he can help everybody with certain things, like what would catch his attention, right? Since he's a senator, he would know if he got an email from somebody, what would catch your attention. He can answer those questions for everybody. I really wish he would run for president, because I'm telling you, this man is, you just got to talk to him. That's all I can say. And I'm not just saying that because he's my brother-in-law. He's just a really nice guy. He's down to earth. I'm working on getting him on here. He can't do Sundays because it's family night, which is cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully tomorrow or the next day I'll have a day.
Hey, you know what I just thought? If anybody this week, anybody that buys my book, I'll take the profits. I'll donate it to some North Carolina. So I'll put my link for the book up there, and if anybody buys it, I'll take the profits. I think it's like I'll take that and send that to the North Carolina fund that we pick out, or whatever, Toys for Tots or whatever we'll do. So that's the way that we can raise it. So I'll put the link up there for the book.
You need to be pushing that anyway.
Yeah. I just did. it. Yeah. It's our Monday, and you're already yelling at me. We've been out here for 20 minutes.
So let me tell you about my 2 older grandsons.
Yes, let's hear this.
Oh my God, they have me so irritated. They ask questions that 5 and 6-year-olds should be asking, right? And they're 12 and 13.
Right.
So they asked their dad a question. Their dad answered it. And at this point, my son knows, because he's known me his whole life. So he knows I'm getting annoyed, right? And I said, and he's like, well, Daddy, what about this? And I said, why don't we play a game called Fuck Around and Find Out? How about that? I lost it.
What was the response?
He just looked at me. So then I I said, look here. I got 2 theme songs coming into 2025. I said, one of them you just heard, which is our anthem, right? And then I put
Yep.
the second one on, and it was try that shit in a small town. But I said, I'm changing the words and saying, try that shit with Yaya.
That is awesome. I mean, it's got to be hard. Like if you like grandparents in your position, you're obviously not. I know that you don't raise your son's kids, but you've already raised your kids. You've already gone through all the bullshit. You've already gone through all of these things, and then to save your kids from going to CPS, your grandkids, you take on the responsibility on that, and that's got to be. I mean, that's not a small feat to take on. It's not like getting a puppy or something. And you're gonna just throw the puppy in the house. Like you're 2 living and breathing children that are looking to you for guidance, that need 24/7 everything. And like on one half you got to be frustrated that you even have to do this because you probably feel like to some degree that you failed as a parent to have to even be in this position to do this. And then on the other half, that you can't let your grandkids go to some pedophile down the street, or whatever. So you have no choice but to step in, and that's the thing that a lot of these people are doing, and it's commendable by astronomical because you only have so much days to live in your life, and you probably were ready to step on into the spoiling suit and send them home when you want to send them home, and then now here you are being a parent again, and it's got to be freaking taxing on you, like it's got to be taxing on anybody, to have to come through, and then you have to reset and do everything all over again. Like everything that yours is just set aside. Anything that you wanted to do, you set aside unselfishly for the love of your grandkids, but it's still got to be damn tough.
Look here. The 2-year-old has broke more of my shit than all my kids and his brother have broken, and he's only been here 18 months. I'm serious. This boy has broke our waffle iron, my coffee pot, and I'm a coffee drinker. 3 lamps, my
What does he do?
Christmas
Wrestle
train.
him?
What?
What's he do? Wrestle him?
What? That boy will climb on shit and throw it down. I had a plate that said, give me liberty or give me death. He picked it up and slammed it on the ground. Oh, I got to walk away. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, man. But that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like, it's just got to be taxing. He must just be like, ugh.
He broke all my Christmas shit. So I had these big things, like little Christmas trees and shit, right, that I got from the dollar store a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So Kingston was like, yeah, the tree is so bad. I said, I know. So I went and got all those big ornaments out and put them on the tree because he just keeps taking them out. He throws the bulbs. I mean, I don't know.
No care in the world, huh?
Oh my God, no. And then when he sees you coming at him because he knows he's not supposed to touch that tree, he darts.
He does too, right? Ah! Oh shit!
Yeah, that's pretty much what and that's what the cat does when he sees him. He's like, oh my God, the monster's coming. I'm like, ugh. And it is hard, right? Because if I wanted more kids, I would have had more kids.
Right.
But I
At
will
least
tell
would
you
have the
this.
fun part of making them,
Yeah, right. But I will tell you this. Had I not known how the system was, I probably would have let them go. Right? Because I wouldn't have known any better.
Right.
But the first time that they came to talk to her about her son, this is exactly what I said. You don't ever have to worry about any child that's my grandchild that has my blood running through their veins because I will take all of them before I let you put your fucking hands on them.
Yep.
And I meant that.
Yeah. No, you're right. Because a lot of people, you're absolutely right. A lot of people, if they couldn't, or they, there's a million and one reasons why people wouldn't take the kids, from any family or whatever. But they have faith in this system. They think that this system works. They don't believe that the pedophiles are the ones that are getting the kids. They don't believe that there's more abuse in foster care than in regular homes. They don't believe any of this stuff. So they just put their faith in good old Uncle Sam and say, hey, let's just give this, we're fine. We don't have to do this. Everything will be okay. And it's not. It's not even close to fucking okay. Not even anywhere near okay. Like the statistics that are coming out are just absolutely disgusting. How they can even remotely sit around all these elected officials and say like, yeah, let's fund this or let's do this or that for this program is by me. Like all these people should be charged with some sort of crime for what they're
Mm-hmm.
doing to all these kids. And that's what it's about. It's these kids. They are ruining a generation of children.
I've
Ruining it.
even told my own children, okay, now these are their parents.
Right.
If you hurt these kids, I will kill you. I love you, but I
Yeah.
love them more.
Yeah, that's true though. It's you're still protecting yours, like it's still,
Yeah.
it's almost like the thing with it's like a stepchild and a step parent. Like you still love them and everything, but if you go messing with your own kid, like there's a different love there. There's a different level of love. Same thing with you with, like your kids. Like those are your kids. You are their kids, but those are my kids. Don't you mess with their lives.
Right.
That's it. It's
Yeah.
so these are all things that are a part of this that you have to think of when you're going to be involved in these relationships. It's a tough thing. It really is. All the grandparents and aunts and uncles out there and everybody has taken these people's kids, and the people that take for granted the fact that they did this for them are assholes. Like really, like the ones that can still come and see their kids because their family members let them, or they just act like it's something, like part of whatever. Like they still abandon their kids. Like you're a piece of junk, man. You deserve everything you get in life that comes down the pike at you. Because to strand your family like that, and to strand your family in such a way that you leave your kid there for them to take care of, and then just go out and continue on with life as if you don't have a child. That's disgusting. And well, you get what you deserve, and I'm sure most of these people karma will catch up to you. But I don't think there's a lot of those out there either. I have a little bit more faith in our people of the United States to think that not everybody is a piece of shit like they're portraying.
Right. But I do encourage family members to step up, right? But and
Absolutely.
it's hard, right? Because you have some parents, right, that like one of my clients with same situation as me. Parents are disrespectful. They're just disrespectful. They show no respect. So I say cut them off for your own sanity. Cut them off, because right now the only two people you need to be worried about are those two little kids that you have.
Yep.
And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of these parents and aunts and uncles that they just will not take these kids. They don't want to deal with the disrespect that comes from the parents.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
And I get it. Trust me, I get it. And it's hard. It is hard. I'm going to tell you, I'm 54. I did not plan on raising no more kids after my youngest one turned 18 and got the hell out of my house.
But you did, and you're doing it, and you're doing a damn fine job with it.
Well,
You may want to help them and torture them at some points in time, but I know deep down inside you do love them, and then you would not you wouldn't trade what you're doing for the world. Like you wouldn't, your kids are not being someone else's home.
right.
No doubt.
I'm more worried about Pop getting tied up with duct tape than anything, because he just lets them get away with everything.
Yeah, you're sitting there worried for this hour that you're not around, what you're going to walk into when you go back up there.
Yeah.
He's tied to a wall somewhere, living room on fire, who knows?
Yeah, right? Popsicle sticks everywhere, the dog's running crazy, the cat's screaming. I mean,
the cat and the dog are stapled together.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what the hell's going on up there. But yeah, good for you. Good for doing that stuff. And anybody else out there that's doing that, it's good for you guys too. As frustrating and as aggravating it is, you know what? You wouldn't change it for the world. So get over it and stop acting that way.
Yeah.
It's just coming. Um,
I even find
no,
myself arguing with the 2-year-old. Are you kidding me? No. And I'm like, well,
and he
you
was winning.
don't understand. Oh, my house is crazy.
Yep, I'm sure. I'm sure it's got to be. I mean, at one point. So, how long were you without kids in the home when you took your grandkids?
Hold on.
Like, how long have you been free of any child in your living in your home?
5 years.
So you were in that like this is chill, walking around naked with your husband finally, like doing things you guys want to been doing your whole time you've been together, the whole nine, and then all of a sudden here comes a little kid.
And here he is.
Here he comes. His ears are burning.
And then 3.5 years later, bam, here's the other one.
Yeah. Oh man. Man.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't trade them for the world. I really wouldn't. Um, and I know everything that I've had to replace, their parents cannot afford to. So I
Right.
just write it off.
Yep. No, that's great. That's really good stuff. What is this they're saying here? Cricket and Street Shark are saying what? Our court ordered hour on Thursday. We didn't even
What
get out
happened?
mandatory hour on Thursday because they were somewhere else for Thanksgiving. Oh, they were at their kids were at Thanksgiving, so they didn't even get there. Now that's some shit right there. You didn't even get the they didn't even get the freaking their time with their kids on Thanksgiving because they went somewhere else. That's a bummer. And it's I didn't even see you guys there. But that's crazy that they did that. Like that's really tough. That should have been a mandatory thing. That should have been a priority for those kids for them to be able to see their kids for their hour meeting on whatever day it falls on that day. That's it. It is what it is. But I mean, it should be those things should be like welcomed. Visitation of holiday times, not discouraged.
Anything to keep them from getting that bond, keeping
Right?
that bond together.
Keep that bond open. Um, um,
Terrible.
it is. What do you know about the bond studies?
Well, I know that children under 5, their bond is easily broken. That's why they're so adoptable. And children 5 and well, actually 6 and older, they already know who their parents are. So the bond will remain. Even if they don't see their parents, they know who their parents are.
I wonder what studies show. Like what because I don't believe that bond is ever broken.
Well,
I mean,
from infant to 5, right? It can be broken. From 6 up, it cannot be broken. Because
so
that's when your memories, you still have all the memories from 6 and up.
sure. Yeah, Cricket, come on in if you want to talk about the bond. Come on in for a second. You have I think you have the link. It's the same one. Uh, yeah,
Um,
it's 6 and up. Let me see. I'll put the link up for you guys here. You guys want to chime in on this? You know what? You know what? I forgot that we did. Tiff, remember we had a call-in number for a minute that time.
yeah,
What the hell happened to that? We just stopped doing. I just stopped doing it. I forgot all about it till right now. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah,
I still have the number.
right. But does it still work? That's the
I
question.
don't,
I don't even remember where I signed up for. See if it's 571-494-8133, right?
I think so. Let me see if it's on this phone. Is she coming in?
Uh, I, 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 yeah, 571-494-8133. Is that it?
I think so. I don't remember what I put it under, so I'm looking through my contacts now.
Yeah, Panda, you coming in? I think you have the link. Pretty sure you still do, right? If you need me to give it to you, then just post it up there and I'll get it to you. You know what? Let's call Danielle real quick. Let's see if Danielle can tell us a little bit about North Carolina. Let's see what she has to say. Well, that's working good. Oh, hey, Danielle. Hey, you're we're on. We're on the air right now. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll send you the link right now. Okay. It's for the Tiff and the Punisher show. So, all right, I'll send that to you right now. Cool. She can talk to us a little about North Carolina too. Wow, Tiff, I'm glad you reminded me of this. That we had to call it. Let's get that to her though. Have you met Danielle? No, you don't know her.
I
Fair
don't.
enough.
I think it's in my other phone.
What's that?
The number.
No, that was it right there. 571-494-8123. It's right here. Could you hear me talking to her? Was that still all right? Could you hear her voice and everything?
I didn't hear her voice, but I heard you.
You always hear me. Um, oh yeah, the link. That's what we're doing here. Did you have anything? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Did we talk about that yet?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
It was okay. I wasn't
Yeah,
feeling good.
yeah. Everybody's been getting sick. Everybody's getting sick. It's crazy.
And then my oldest daughter called me that Friday at like 10 o'clock. And I answered the phone. I said, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I just left the hospital. I have viral pneumonia." I said, "Oh my God."
Stay away from the house. That's
Uh,
dangerous, right there. That's real dangerous, right?
yeah. And the kids were all sick last week. All three of her kids were sick. All three of them. Ear infection, the flu,
Oh,
and bronchitis. They all were sick.
oh, that's terrible.
I know.
They all get the pneumonia.
No.
Okay, good. Good.
And then she was like, "Oh yeah, they were up till 2:30 this morning because we were talking about her spending the night here Christmas Eve." And I said, "How about you come Christmas Day? Because these kids are on a schedule, and yours ain't messing up this one."
Right, right.
I said, "You can spend Christmas night."
That's good. That's that. Fit that one. Here you go, Danielle. I sent that text via phone. Um, all right, here we go. Let's try this. Give this a whirl. All right. Okay. All right. Hello, Miss Lady. Hey, how are you? We are, but let me make sure that we can hear you all right first. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do a little changing around here real quick. Do this. Do this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. We do. Uh, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's try to do that. Then I'm gonna move this. All right. All right, go ahead and talk. See if we can hear you. Go ahead and say something, Kristen, so we can see if we can hear you.
Hi, can you guys
Can you hear her, Tiff?
Yeah, I heard her.
Yep, she can hear you. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. I guess they can't hear you. Hold on a second. I got this on wrong here. Hold on a second. My bad about this. You know what? I'm gonna give you the link. Why don't you just punch in on the link? I'll deal with this finagling tomorrow. But go ahead. I'm gonna send you the link and we'll do that. I'm gonna send you the link right now. I don't know why I couldn't hear it, but I think you could. Did you not hear it either, Tiff?
I just heard, can you hear me?
Ah, that's a good part. That's a good start. Uh, isn't that the one that you always hear, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yes, I can hear you, but now you're gone. I just need to get, you know what? That link right up. Which is home. How many people were at your house for Thanksgiving?
Like 10.
You do like Misfits Thanksgiving and stuff, don't
I sure do.
you? Yeah. So that's it's the finest day. Brings out
Yeah.
the finest. Everyone in the neighborhood locks their doors.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see everybody come rumbling over to your house.
Well, my one neighbor will be spacing out his cinder blocks at Christmas because my house gets really full at Christmas.
Oh, jeez,
Literally, he's out there with a ruler
that's
spacing
awesome.
spacing out cinder blocks. It's hilarious.
Just because you guys are going up and down the driveway and all that stuff.
Yeah. And if I'm having a yard sale, oh, he not only blocks off his little 3 feet that aren't even his on the road, he blocks his driveway too. She says she can't get in, but she needs a link.
I emailed it to her. Which one is her? She said, no, the same link I just sent you, right here on the message. Let's see here. It's right there in your phone messages where you just talked to me. Let me send you another one.
Where's Danielle?
I don't know. Danielle, where are you? Oh, maybe her son called, maybe? I don't know. I'll send her another one. There you go, Chris. Now you got two. Where the hell is Danielle? Our girl, our secretary Carrie is still out too. She's still pretty banged up from sickness. She got some bad news from her results too the other day, but so we gotta have thoughts with her.
Definitely.
She needs to have a couple of days more rest. Unfortunately. So let me She'll get a little bit better, but not much. So,
Oh wow.
yep. Let's see. I sent Danielle a link, and I sent 843 230 Okay, here's the link again right here. There we go. I think I did something. I made something. Control V. Um, oh, so there. Yeah, hang up on there, I guess. All right, there we go. Should be able to hop in now. All right, there. Oh yeah, here's my book too, guys. By the way, if you where we were trying to get at earlier. Here. Oh, here's the book right here. And there it is. Boom. Here's the book. Alright, here's the book. Boom. All right, there's my book, guys. So any of you buy the, whatever you spend on it, I'll take the profit. And I'm gonna put it towards the North Carolina, tragedy. Wherever Danielle, if she ever gets in here, tells us where she wants us to put that money. I'll put the profits from it to that this week. Call it our Black Friday week sale, I guess. So make sure you buy the book. Jesus Almighty, the cats about were falling on my head like the clown that time. But yeah, have you read it yet, Tiff?
I'm working on it. Didn't I tell you I'm chasing a 2-year-old around my house?
Didn't you tell me you wanted that damn book?
I do. I want to read it, but every time I do something, he's sneaky. He's sneaky, boy. He's sneaky.
Yeah, they are the little kids. They got eyes on the back of their everything.
Yes. He'll wait until I go in the bathroom, and he will be into everything.
Going through your purse, getting the 20s out, everything.
Well, I don't know about that. He gets my wallet. It's bad.
You
What do
know,
you do
my
about
mom said that Ryan and Levi were the worst ones.
Terrible.
There's David, yep. So about the bonding, what were you saying there, Crystal?
Do what? Oh, the bond?
Jumping jacks. 2 jumping jacks. 10 of them. No, yeah. What about you were saying about the bonding?
Yeah, August and Gracie, my 2 older kids, they were 6 and 7, and I mean, I feel the connection, but there's really no connection between us because I mean, hey, Gracie cut me completely out of her life.
Oh.
So, and she was 6. August, he's done the same thing. He was 7. So I think that right there, I mean, I really don't, my feelings, I mean, the bond doesn't break, but to them, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like to believe that the bond doesn't break either, but science has proven pretty hard that there is ways that it can be done.
Even this last year with Joshua and Haley, we didn't get our Thanksgiving visitation with them on Thursday, and it was supposed to be, it was court ordered. The judge ordered it Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Well, anyway, let me get to the chase here, and we changed the dates on Mondays for the last 3 weeks, and for some reason we were confused and thinking that It was changed again this week, so we missed our Monday visit, and we blew up
Uh,
the phone on Tuesday, thinking honestly it was Tuesday.
yeah.
And my brother finally chimed back, and he's like, "Hey, your visitation was yesterday, and phones are going to be off Tuesday, and Wednesday or Thursday and Wednesday, and your visitation, you guys have Friday and Saturday." Well, we got to talk to them Saturday. They were so distant. I mean, it's just like they're distracted. They're all over, and I don't know if that's from. I feel like the bond's being broken there. It's like there's not
That's
much of
the
a
idea.
strong connection, and but see, these people don't know. DSS does not realize how far and how deep the damage goes with children. Joshua, when he first got taken, he was 17 months old. We got him back right after he was 2. He'd been back at home for a good 6, 7 months, because every time we try, I mean, we would have to wait until he fell asleep to even ride down to the store, walk across the street, and let Granddaddy watch him,
Right.
without him screaming bloody murder because mom and dad were leaving the room. That's
Right.
how bad it was when he first came home. Well, we were at a family get together, and he wanted to go over to his uncle and aunt's house and spend time with his cousins
Right.
and stay the night. And he was all for it. We loaded him up in the truck. He started to cry a little bit, and we got him calmed down. They went to take off and go down the road. They had to turn around and bring him back because he threw a fit because he didn't want to be away from mom and dad.
Yeah, that was separation issues.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. Yep, that's exactly what it was. And even 3 years, a year and a half, 2 years went by, and we went up to my mom's, and he did the same thing. We couldn't leave him with my mom.
Right.
I mean, he didn't know my mom, but at the same time, I mean, we couldn't leave him with anybody, not even Granddaddy. And Granddaddy had been in his life since before he was born. He was. So the damage that they do emotionally it's not healthy for any child.
But they want to charge parents with emotional abuse.
Yep.
Well, see,
Ridiculous.
we're not even being charged with emotional abuse. They've
Yet.
got us for within physical.
Or even
For the
neglect that you're
home.
not even like showing your child like you love them and hug them, and like you don't show no emotions. Like they
Oh
they'll
no,
get
we
you for
couldn't. We
neglect
couldn't
for
show
that.
emotions with them.
That's
We
crazy.
went to visitations, and like we were playing with Haley and Joshua, and this was just this last time. They're like, well, Haley's throwing. She's upset when you guys leave, so they claimed that she needed medication after she got off the phone with talking to me, or after our visitation, and it came from her. She told them that. Well, this is what they told me, is she went to them, the counselors and stuff, and her counselor and the staff at the children's home, that she needed medication after getting off the phone with mom.
Yeah. Crazy.
Excuse me? They had my daughter on 3 to 4 different kinds of anxiety medicine.
I can.
I called our worker out about it. I said, I feel like my kids are being medicated, and I want their medical records. Well, we don't have them. I'm like, do what? You have custody of them, don't you? She's like, well, yeah. I said, well, then I want my medical. Well, you'll have to go through your lawyer. Excuse me?
As long as you have your parental rights, you have access to all of that.
We haven't been able to be given any of that, except for I've got my case file and everything. Most of everything's blacked out. I was
So
able to see one thing that was not blacked out that they were
So
on.
they were trying to redact stuff. That's
Yep. How
you're
do I
gonna
get
have
my
to go to court. You're
Yep.
gonna have to go to court and subpoena those records.
Yep.
It's not hard to do. I've done it and I've gotten them, and they weren't
Yep.
redacted.
Okay.
Because you can get a copy of them where they're not redacted, but you just have to go.
Whatever.
Yeah, you have to go to court, like she says, because otherwise, if you just request it from them, they're gonna keep as much out as possible. I mean, they get away with so much here lately. It's crazy.
Oh, I know. It's not crazy. It's within beyond crazy. There's no words to describe it. I can't stand these people to save my life.
Right.
I'm sorry, you guys.
And how long have you been
I have
involved
nothing
with them?
nice to say about them.
You're right. I mean, there ain't nothing nice to say about them. Like they've.
I looked at the supervisor the first day of court whenever the kids took off out of the court lobby. And coming down the stairs, I looked at her. I said, "If anything happens to my kids, I will sue you."
Oh,
I was pissed.
And these people
But-
just don't even know what they're doing. Like to these families,
They don't.
They know what they're doing. They just don't care.
Right, they don't give a shit about what
That
they're
is
doing.
so
Right.
cold-hearted. I
Right.
mean, they do know what they're doing, and you're right, Tiffany. They
Right.
do.
They
And
know what
that's
they're
what's
doing,
fucked
but
up.
there
Sorry,
are
excuse my language.
like I mean, the whole department is messed up. I mean, all of CPS is messed up. I mean, there's a few good apples, but the whole demeanor is just it's horrible. I don't see how these people
You
can
know
sleep
what?
at night. Cause
You know what I would like to do is
What?
play some Grand Theft Auto in real life.
Right.
Yes,
Look,
that's awesome.
right, right.
You know, play some landmines, you know.
Shoot, let's
in
go
the
back to Twisted
driveway.
Metal. Let's get back to the game Twisted Metal with like the first PlayStation. That'd be the best game ever for Grand
No,
Theft
let's
Auto.
just play Black Ops. Can we just play Black Ops with every
Oh, there you
DSS?
go. Call of Duty, yes.
Call of Duty, let's go to war, guys.
Look, I'm game. I'm ready. Like let's.
Uh-huh. That's funny as hell.
That would be the perfect game to play with. And yeah, I wish. Let's
Okay,
look, I got
so-
my controller.
In let's make a video game out of this. Oh gosh, we would be
Right.
rich, wouldn't we? let's say we did and not. And somebody might take my idea. Gosh darn it.
Hey Danielle, so what do you got going on with we were talking about North Carolina a little bit earlier. What do you got going on over there?
In North Carolina, well, now I did find out that I'm planning on going up there because I had an emergency come up, but they are still needing like boots on the ground, but they're needing more like jackets, winter stuff. I did find that out that they're needing that more than anything right now. These families are needing because the winter time's here. They're I don't know if y'all have heard about can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm making sure my connection's good. But there was an 18-month-old the other day that died of hypothermia. They had a camper. They did have an RV, a camper that was donated, but for some reason I didn't get the full story about how it ended up getting repoed. Why would somebody I mean, that's still up in the air, but it did get taken. They got kicked out of the home that the Amish built for them and pretty much put back out in the cold in a tent. Well, the baby died that night, passed away that night of hypothermia. So these families are out in the cold and they're going out, they are taking kids. I did come across some new information today in Haywood County. They're saying that the tiny homes are not going to be allowed. But now supposedly FEMA is bringing out trailers, but they have to find land to put these trailers. So right. And so, but why can't they just, like I said the other day, why can't they just anchor these things down, put some Simpson tied roof on them, and then, I mean, right there.
Why not just put them on flipping like a trailer and make them mobile?
Well, because of the way they're trying to put them in North Carolina, right? And just there was a contractor that's been a contractor. He said for 37 years. And he said the only thing is these places aren't on a concrete foundation, but he don't see nothing wrong with these tiny homes.
Shit.
He said all it is just he said he told everybody, he said, you know what? And I've got the video on it. He said, Daniel, he said, tell them to get some mobile home anchors. He said, anchor them some bitches down.
That's
and
right.
Then he said, get some Simpson tied roofing. He said, and tell them to kiss their ass. So I mean, pardon my French, but you know, because I mean that's how he feels. I mean, he's like he's never seen anybody give people such a hard time. And I mean, these are shelters for them. I mean, it's a home just because it's a tiny home. I mean, but what I don't get is if FEMA's bringing in these trailers now, why are they trying to find land for them when there's land right there? Like,
because they don't want them on around that area. Exactly.
And
because this was not a natural.
Oh, I know.
From what I was told, it wasn't a natural disaster.
It's because there's a mine under there, a lithium deposit that they would love to have in Black Rock, and and it is true. They're trying to entrap them in that little area that they're in, and just lead them to where they can't have no resources, or they're trying to get them away from it. So that's what FEMA's. So supposedly, like, since all this Amish stuff come about and these shelters that they're not approving them, they're trying to give them like a headache really about them, and they're evicting them out of them. Like, are you serious? And but now I heard that this county commissioner in Haywood County is like, he said his job is he was assigned to make sure that these taxpayer dollars are taken care and that the money goes to where it's supposed to, and that they just have to find land. And I'm like, well, I mean, the guy was like, I can find land in 5 minutes, you know, let's go, you know, like, hello. I mean, but these people, like, there was somebody that's been living on this land for 30 years and they were told that they cannot rebuild. So any way possible, they're trying. But right now, the main focus, like the big thing is they're needing warmth. They're needing, if they're going to be out in these tents or what, because I mean, there's no telling how long FEMA is going to take to get these. I mean, it could be it's already been 2 months and they're just now saying, and I can give you the sources of all these just so we can play. I mean, if you want to play it on like a later show or not, but I mean, this is new stuff that's coming out, but they want jackets, blankets. That's what they need right now.
I need a list of things that you guys need.
I got everything, and I got where we can. I mean, I can take it, or I can get. I mean, I got.
How far are you guys from? You're in North Carolina, right?
No, I'm in Georgia, but I go up there. Yeah, but I go. I was supposed to go up there over the weekend, but I had
an emergency. Do you drive or do you fly?
I drive. I'm not that far.
So do you come through like?
Can you come through Florence County?
Can you come through Florence County? Like come off of like I don't know how far or what
we can. I can get your information because I don't want to like put all your stuff on the out on the show and for everybody.
So Danielle, we looked earlier. We looked earlier and we found that the Toys for Tots people are collecting stuff.
Yes,
I have a bunch. I have a bunch of stuff that I'd be willing to box up. Let me know what day you're going up there to and collecting, and I will gather up a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff.
Okay. I will definitely get your information and we'll talk. And then Toys for Tots, Darren. What were you?
Yeah, so that's what Tiff and I were putting out there was Toys for Tots for these guys because I mean at least trying to get because these people have lost everything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
they have.
We were telling everybody earlier, like, pay attention to who you're giving money to, who you're donating to.
Yes, please, definitely. If they're not, because there's so many scammers out there. I have came across people that have been scammed. Like this person donated. I mean, thank God that their Thanksgiving they got to have Thanksgiving. Somebody donated 500 turkeys after. They did get scammed by the first person. Somebody was supposed to have like I forgot how many, and they backed out at like the last minute. But I did find out that yes, there was 500 turkeys, and that these families, they said that's like the building that they showed was like that's where the wishes are happening, like they're making dreams come true. So, which is these kids. I mean, there's kids out there that and the big thing that bothers me right now is that. These people are going in and they're burning these piles of debris, but there's still their families. They're one. I mean, the list. I don't know if you got my email, but I tried to.
Yep.
But I sent a bunch of videos, and like the list and the missing list is still like, I mean, it's huge, and I mean, and there's these people. I mean, I know maybe they never will, but at least let them have the opportunity to find them. I mean, don't burn the debris.
Right.
Like, let them. I mean, there's no telling. At least let them have the chance. I mean, they're having to rebuild their whole life, and they lost it without even warning. That's what I don't get. Like I sent you videos of where it proves that these people had no warning. Like these people, there was people out trick-or-treating on trunk or treats. Kids were in their costumes, and this stuff happened. I mean, it came out of nowhere. And I mean, all people heard, like, that were up in the mountains was like trees cracking and breaking, and that's all they heard was loud noises and like loud bangs. And then next thing you know, here comes the mud and the water, and I've seen some crazy, like some horrible things. I mean, people, the force of the water, people would have their skin would be, ripped. Yeah. So y'all just imagine. I mean, it's just, and just think that these people are having to stay. They're to defend their land. They're not wanting to leave. They're not wanting to put a trailer over here. No, they're wanting to rebuild on their land. There's people up there that are elderly that have been there for many like 2, 3, 4 decades, and I mean, why would they like but it's not happening nowhere else. Why ain't the other people getting pushed off their land any other places? I don't get it. But yeah, right now the biggest thing is the warmth. I mean, that's what I want to like get these people: jackets, blankets. I mean, they're not even asking for food.
Do you have a place that we can? Do you have a place that we can that they can donate to? Do you have something in mind already, or do you?
I do now. I do have. If there's possibly even some local places too, with where y'all are, with different states. But I do have. I mean, I don't know. Like I have. I'm setting it up now. I was talking to a girl earlier, and to get like if somebody wants to donate through like Zelle or whatnot, we can make something through that or GoFundMe. But to donate like the materialistic stuff, like the clothes and stuff, that we would find. I would say find either I can have like one location and where. I mean that's the part I'm trying to come up with right now, because I just found out about this today with the whole jackets and stuff. Because I mean, you see these people and they're in these tents that are like there's nothing to them. Like I mean, and then I mean I could just imagine having an electric heater out there trying to stay warm. I mean it's not gonna it's not. No, I mean extension. I mean it's not gonna work. I mean it's just these people. If it's cold in my house, I could just imagine what they're going through. Right. And I'm in Georgia, so blankets, I would say socks, blankets, stuff that would keep these people warm. Maybe hand warmers, gloves, toboggans, and if you know anybody, like any churches or anything that's willing to donate, anybody, I will get the information to you to be able to donate to. And then if anybody's like local, we can find a way to get it to them. Well, there's a will, there's a way. Trust me. But we're just working details out right now, because this is something new that we've. That's what I mean. Everybody up there, all the citizens in that area, that's what they're requesting is jackets, hats, excuse me, toboggans, stuff, the warmth. And I mean, even we can go to like I think it's non-perishable, like soups if they want bean soups and stuff. I mean, anything to keep them warm. That's what they're asking for right now. Just watch out for scammers, because there's plenty of them, and this is the time of year that they love. And it just my goal, my hope, my one thing that I've worked, and my son even, me and him talked about it. He said, Mom, I just want those kids to have a Christmas. Mm-hmm. And my son's going through what he is. And he told me the other night, Mom, I just want them people to have a good Christmas. And that for him to be saying that and him to be going through what he's going through, that boy's my hero. Like, that's my baby. I mean, yeah, so I mean, and so that's I'm gonna do whatever my son wants. I'm gonna make it happen. So, because I mean, that boy. He's a trooper, man. But yeah. So, if anybody, do y'all have an email that they can reach out to give their information or anything that we can get back in touch with them once I say it should be ready to go, like to where they can donate or do whatnot by tomorrow, or probably late. Well, it'll be late this evening, probably. So I'd say tomorrow, first thing in the morning, because we just have to get all the riffraff and everything.
Right.
So before we send everything out, yeah, because I want it to be done right before no hiccups, because this is something that once it goes out, people are going to be more than happy to donate, and I don't want nothing to try to deter them, or make them iffy about things, I don't, because you know how some people are, like, it's scammers. I just wish people weren't like that. I really do. But yeah, so I mean, so y'all have heard Toys for Tots, and so what? I guess Toys for Tots they have donation sites set up.
Yeah. If you go to Toys R Us.
Look,
Toys for Tots.
I wish they still had those stores.
Easy yourself there, Tiff.
Toysfortots.org.
Okay.
I actually sent Darren the email so he can forward it to you, but the hardest hit areas, you should know. I don't know the hardest hit areas. I just know North Carolina.
Yeah, it's Swannanoa, Spruce Pine, Burnsville, Bat Cave, Chimney Rock. There's nothing in Chimney Rock. Like, Chimney Rock is gone. They had to pretty much doze everything, and the rest of Chimney Rock, I feel. Yeah, maybe he'll play some videos. Like, I sent him some videos, and it can show you the water, even before it hit the towns. Like, it's crazy. And if I sent them, but they came back to me in an error message from the email, so that was weird. But I got him to send to Darren again. I'll send them to him, and maybe y'all can play them on the
we'll play those at 9 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Video, but,
so, and then and the Toys for Tots, and then I can send y'all the resources to how to donate on this, and see if we can't, and we'll get this together so we can get these people some warmth, and maybe even work on. Is Toys for Tots also doing their Christmas thing?
That's what it's for. It's toysfortots.org. Don't do .com, .net. It's .org.
.com. Jeez, shows how much I listen.
Right.
Go ahead, Darren. I'm sorry.
So warm stuff is what we were aiming for.
Huh?
The
warm stuff, yeah. Blankets, jackets, toboggans, socks, anything that can be warmth, because these people are intense, and I can't give anyone a timeline of how soon they're going to be in a home, because it could be that the government's just saying this just to be saying it, just to give them good, because right now they're not looking too good with the Amish going in there, because supposedly the Amish have a 3-month contract to build these homes. And why are they evicting them out of the homes? Because I haven't sent a video of what these homes look like, and I'd live in one. What the heck? Hey, I would love to have one, that's how sturdy. It's a tiny home. So, yeah.
Well, who's saying they can't live in tiny homes?
The county. The counties and the county codes. And that's what they're... If they're saying that's not at the code, they are. Yeah, that's why I said. Mm-hmm.
Listen. You take the North Carolina. You take the North Carolina Constitution. You take the big Constitution.
They don't know their rights and stuff. That's what.
No. You tell these people to go in front of these people who are saying no, because ordinances, regulations, and rules are not laws.
It's a temporary home too. If they look under the county codes, it's a temporary home, and there's nothing. The guy said, the contractor even said, he's like, everything is good on these things. It's just they're not on a solid concrete foundation. If they have Simpson Tide Roofing and they have the mobile home anchors, he said, sue the hell out of the counties. He said, if they try to come in and tell you anything.
Danielle, is this on their own property?
No, it's not. Some of them are not even on their own property. Some of them are on a site that they have a place to set up for them. So I mean, there's so many hiccups with these codes and these rules. It's
no, but you're not listening.
They're not for us.
Yeah, I am.
They are not laws. They are not for us. All the landowners have to do is fight it.
No, but they're not. The thing is with some of the land that these people are on. Oh, my son's calling. Some of the land these people are on. Some of the land these people are on is. Sorry, my son's calling. Let me go.
No, go ahead. Go get on your call.
I'll be right back. Okay. I'll be right back.
I'll see you at the 9 o'clock show.
No. They wouldn't be talking shit to me. Oh, no, they would not.
We need to get your ass up to North Carolina.
Yeah, they would not. Because you can live in a one room. There is no law in the United States that says a child has to have its own room. It doesn't matter if it is a tent, a tiny, it does not matter. Where does it say that you have to have 4 walls at their home?
No, nowhere. No. Don't say that anywhere. A home is where you build your heart, man. That's what a home could be anything.
Thank you.
Back, for Christ's sake.
It says food, water, and shelter. It does not say a house with 4 walls, running water, electricity, a cell phone, cable, whatever else. No, it does not.
That's absolutely right. So,
I couldn't live there. I'm telling you right now, I'd have already went berserk.
Yeah, when you get your ass up there and start doing something, this is nonsense.
So they need sleeping bags too.
Yeah. So we'll put together a little list here for you guys. That way we can have a whole list. Danielle had me making a pretty full brochure for them and everything. So we'll get that on there. You just made me a great idea to put the Constitution in that brochure.
Yeah. And find their specific Constitution and their specific Declaration of Rights or the North Carolina Bill of Rights, because ours is called Declaration of Rights.
Okay.
And put the human rights in there too, because human rights say you have a right to have a home.
Right. Yep.
And then whenever you get a link to wherever you guys are sending this stuff, send it to me. I'll put it on my Facebook page. You put it on yours, and we share it to everybody.
Yep. All right.
That's so sad.
It sucks, but we're gonna help them out. We're gonna help fix this up. So tomorrow night, same time, same place, Tiff, huh? With new information. Don't forget to buy the book. See y'all tomorrow night. Don't forget, check out Facebook.
In 1776, brave men put up a fight, mowing down redcoats. They wanted freedom. They had to fight, and now we take the sacrifice in vain. They loaded their muskets, fired them one by one. That's why we have the freedom to own a gun, but we are blowing it. These freedoms were created by those before us. They were to be something that stays. But now things are so corrupted, they are taking our rights away. Hey, Uncle Sam, where did you go? I called Washington today, but nobody's home. We all want to stand for our freedom, but nobody wants to do it today. Can't you see time is a waste and the Constitution we love is fading? Make no tread on the reality, or the USA will be the next casualty. We are here for freedom, those we will protect. Unite for the values we cherish, but watch everything perish. Our men have fought for our freedoms, many women have too. Their blood spilled upon the ground, with the news many frown. They paid a price that many won't pay. Now we are letting the cause fade away. The graves are being neglected by the actions of so many deceptive. The freedoms they fought for in every world war, conflict or mission. So many stayed behind signing petitions, while those away dying were there to protect them. It's time to wake up in the USA. We are all slipping away into the darkness we once ran from. It's getting worse every day. Now they are taking our children more and more every day. No soldier ever fought for taking our children away. This is not why they bled for our freedom. They didn't die for some cheap pay. We all need to come together, fight this corruption, and it starts today. We need to wake up America, go back to parades, remember true family values, laugh again as children play. These are the things we fought for, 200 years strong, but now we're losing all of this. Don't tread on me does exist. So rise up and be strong. We don't have to go along. We need to push back now, like our forefathers did. It's